In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
It's okay, but can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, I just want to start out and say, like, I used to at least have a lot of respect for you, Josh. I actually like, you've run like a really nice server. You brought like an awesome community together, and like went out. Sorry. It just sucks though that some of the things you've done. I just wanted to, talk about um like child porn. Um, you know, it's I'm not necessarily like the new staff member. I don't know how she got staff. I'm not gonna say she sent nudes for staff. I think that's like that's a stupid assumption to make. A lot of people are saying that, but I think that's a stretch. But the ones that I do know about, like uh, hell, I don't know who else, Josh. I know that there's more than that. Uh, was underage. I mean, Josh, like shit, was 13. Like, do you have anything to say about that at all?
No.
What do you mean, no?
What do you want me to say?
I mean, I don't know, Josh. I mean, do you think it's okay to send a dick pic to a 13-year-old girl?
Do I have to explain myself to you?
Well, Josh, I mean, do you think it reflects well upon yourself to someone that's looked up to take advantage of young girls that just want to play Minecraft and like have perks on a Minecraft server to commit, multiple felonies against underage girls? And you really think
What's
it's
your
so?
point?
I'm just asking you, Josh. Do you sleep okay at night, knowing that you commit felonies and stuff? You over like against underage girls that look up to you, man. I mean, people look up to you. Kids look up to you. Do you really want to do that shit? Like,
Well, I don't anymore,
you
but
don't. What do you mean you don't anymore?
can... What do you mean? What do you mean?
You just said you don't anymore. As in, like, did you make some decision to stop sending, dick pics to 13-year-old girls and asking, like, receiving nudes from them? Did you just delete all of the child porn on your computer and turn over a new leaf? Is that what you're saying?
Is that a problem?
Okay, so you're saying you're done? You all good now? You're not doing that now? Because
Yeah.
really, because Josh, like, I realize that just no me knowing that you've done this, I can't feel okay without doing something about it. Like, I'm not gonna be some fucking idiot that goes and makes some Steam group and says, "Oh, Josh is a pedophile," or make some stupid ass post on the forums. As in, like, I seriously would want something done about that. People that do what you've done are banned from the, like, their internet usage is banned. They're, like, by the court. They go to jail for years. They pay extreme fines. For exactly what you've done. Exactly what you've done. Doesn't that bother you at all? What if your parents found out what you've done? Didn't they raise you to like to be Christian, religious? Do you think that they would
Why do you... What does this have to do with you?
what does that have to do? I have a conscience. I have a conscience, Josh. Like, do you really?
Are you just trying to get yourself involved in things that you have nothing to do with? Like, are you that bored?
I'm not, Josh. I have a moral compass. If I
And
see,
what does that have to do with me?
what does that have to do with you? You're the one that's committing the felonies against young
To
girls.
you? There's nothing to
Josh,
do
it
with
doesn't have
you.
any.
I told you.
Josh,
Don't
I
simply
can
that.
still be. I am capable of empathy.
Yes, I understand it bothers you, but
Yeah. Yes.
it's not
It's
your
not.
business anymore.
It's not my business what felonies what possession of child porn. It's not my business. It wouldn't be my business to
Did that.
use a cyber tip line and talk about it with feds. That wouldn't be my business.
You can do whatever you want, but it doesn't involve you. I don't do that.
You don't. What do you mean you don't do that? Are you saying that you've never done that? I'm confused with what you're saying now, because I mean, if you're gonna deny it, then you're lying to me and you're lying to yourself. I mean, I know it's true. You know it's true. You know what you've done. I mean,
Okay,
shit,
so
Josh. I mean, like a 13-year-old, she doesn't know what she's. They don't. Their brains aren't even developed yet, man. Much less their bodies. Is that what you're into? Or I
no.
mean, honestly, Josh, I don't think that's what you're into, man. I don't think you're like a full-on like pedophile into super young children. I think that you're a lonely guy who uses Minecraft and his power over, girls on Minecraft to get the attention that you want. And I think it's still sick that you target young girls with that. And I mean, that's just shit Pricey did. I mean, if you scroll up a little bit in our chat, actually, uh, I literally said, you asked me to stop stop saying, you know what else sucks, guys? Pedophilia, when I referred to Pricey. And I was like, oh, don't you think it's disgusting that someone who has like child porn? And you're like, yeah, but I knew him forever whenever I removed him. I mean, so you agree there? Yeah, it is. So how is it different with you? Don't you still think it's disgusting?
Yeah, what do you want me to do about it? I don't. What are you trying to do here?
What do you mean? What do I want you to do about it? Like,
Like, what are you trying to do?
do you want to
Like, telling
apologize?
me.
Do you want to apologize to your victims? Because that's what they are, Josh. I want you to at least realize. I want you to have some level of self-awareness. Like, are you self-aware of the shit you do? Does it actually bother you? Because I feel like anyone with any sort of moral compass in them, that would bother them.
Yes, but it's my issues, not yours.
So it does? Are you saying that you're not?
I don't. Yes, but I don't need you
Okay, Josh.
to be
Well,
the one telling me
no,
this.
no, you don't need me, but I mean, your victims do. Your possible future victims do. Yes, they do. They need someone. They don't. They don't. They're like I said, their brains aren't even developed yet. They don't know what's. They don't really know right from wrong yet. They're like to the extent. They're not thinking looking at the big picture of what's happening to them. They just want that whatever mod rank. They want the donor perks. They want attention from the owner of the server that they respect because they love it, and you exploit that. And as far as I know,
I think you're making it out to be a lot worse than it is, but
Josh, how can you try to say whenever I talk about this that sending dick pics to a 13-year-old girl? 13, Josh, whenever you're 10 years older? I think 22, 23. Maybe you were 20, 21 or 22 at the time. But how is that not sick to you, man? How is that not fucked up? It amazes me.
I didn't say it wasn't. I said it's my own issues to deal with, not yours.
Okay, well, Josh, I mean, you have your staff members. They all help out with your server. They don't know any of this shit. They're wasting their time for someone who does horrible things.
No, they're not wasting their time.
Yes, they are wasting their time because
No, they're not.
A lot of people respect you. They don't believe you.
That doesn't mean that the entire server is just suddenly worthless.
No, the server's not worthless. A lot of the people.
So
If it's
people who become
used,
staff want to become staff.
yeah, Josh, but if it's used to prey upon young
No,
girls,
it's not used for that.
yes, you have used it for
No,
that.
it's not.
You have
That's
used
not
your
the sole
power as the
purpose.
server owner.
It's not
No,
the
it's not.
sole
No,
purpose of
Josh,
my
it's not the
server.
sole purpose. The sole purpose of the server is for people to, go.
Exactly. So you can't just say, "Oh, all of a sudden, servers
Josh, but you
they're all
don't
wasting
think
their
you
time."
made a server just to do that. But I don't think any of
That's
them.
what you're insinuating by saying
Josh,
that.
do you really think that your staff would stay on a staff to help with the server if they knew all the shit you've done? Do you honestly think that? Because I
I don't
think you'd be
know, but
lying to yourself if you if you really think that they would stay on a staff knowing everything you've done.
well,
Because I mean that's the main reason that I never came back after I got demoted or whatever from not playing. I realized like what the fuck would I be doing helping run a server,
there you go again. You're
it's-
saying that it's the only purpose. It's
Josh, I'm never saying
I
that's the
know
only
it's
purpose.
server.
You're using it. It doesn't matter if it's the only purpose. If it's even used for that at all, it immediately just becomes all bad. Because it's horrible. It's a felony. It's a horrible felony that people go to prison for years and years and years and years for. So I mean, if you want to keep that on your conscience, then
What do you want me to do? I can't just erase it.
you could apologize to your victims. You could I don't know. Are you gonna stop?
I already have.
Really? So you're saying you made like a conscious decision like, wow, this is really fucked up. Like I don't know. Like did you
Yeah.
did the new girl like that? I think
Oh, of course not.
you just talk to her a lot, right? She's just like,
Known her for months.
okay, that's still a whole nother issue of her being stopped, regardless of what you did. She's like has the mind of a 12-year-old, probably because she is like 12.
That's absolutely none of
But
your
anyway,
business or judgment.
okay. Anyway, Josh, I'm not going to go on the server saying shit like, "Oh, Josh is a pedophile" or whatever. I mean, ban me if you want for this conversation. I don't really go on there anymore anyway. Uh, I don't necessarily hold anything personally against you. I just, Josh, I can't feel good about myself as a human being if I can see this kind of shit happening and not do anything about it because it's just disgusting. And if I can do anything about it to stop it or to, make it come out, then I will because, that's what I feel like I'm
So
compelled.
what? You're just gonna tell everyone then?
Tell everyone? I mean, define everyone. Maybe at least people that deserve to know. People that, like, I don't know. I don't know, Josh. I don't know what I will do. I mean, uh, and what would the other server owners think of you? I think you'd give them all a horrible reputation if they, if that got
I would
out.
not care.
They wouldn't care. They wouldn't care that someone else in the Minecraft community that runs a reasonably large server, like a top 20 server, has made use of it, not necessarily its sole purpose, like you jumped on, have made use of it to exploit young girls. You don't think they'd care at all? I don't think they're that heartless, man. I think they'd care. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right, Josh. I mean, have a good night, buddy. Sleep well.
Thanks.
Yeah.